beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. I guess you can call it a podcast. You guys, we are here to unbelievably talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let's see how this goes, you guys. I'm not going to complain because I hate when reviewers be complaining about just reviewing it. It's like, girl, you going to review it or you're not going to review it. We don't want to hit the complaints. But I tried to watch it. I watched it as much as I could until I just kind of tuned it out. So I didn't see it. But what I'm going to do is do the review as I watch it with you guys like I did before. So there will be, some stop and goes a lot, but I'm watching it with you guys. Well, not with you guys, but I'm watching it in real time so I can give you more of a, more thorough review. We could talk about what people are wearing, what they looking like. Y'all know we care about what they looking like. We also got to see how the video does. Okay, so if it does well enough, then I'll continue, I guess. If not, we'll find something else. How about that? All right, let's talk about it. Okay, so even before we start, come on, Shamia, in an Airwick commercial. I'm not mad at that. And then I think later on in the episode, I saw Drew and Portia on a commercial. I can't remember what it was for, but okay, I am here for them doing their own commercials. Hopefully they, getting paid by the sponsor separately from the show, but I'm not mad at that. We start off with Cynthia Bailey. She comes in. We don't know that it's her initially. She has this long, super long ponytail. She's in all black leather. She sits down. She does the remote. We see what's coming up in the season, and then she turns around and we see that it's her. And she says, "So what else is going on?" Okay, that's her little tagline. We'll take it. Then we have the little montage, where we check in with everybody. So we check in with Phaedra, and her son is trying to get her. Y'all, her son is about to go to homecoming. Oh my God, how old are we? Like, seriously, he's about to go to homecoming, and his little face is so cute. He looks just like Phaedra in the face. But he's telling her that she needs to get with Drake because Drake is rich. And she's like, "I'm rich." I'm like, "How you rich, Phaedra?" But okay, I mean, I guess she is. She richer than me, so there's that. Then we go to Angela and Charles Oakley. And you guys, I think this is just part of their shtick, because he can't be that ignorant and that obtuse. Like, really, he can't be that rude to her all the time. So they're barbecuing. She's saying how she's the best cook. We know that's a joke because we know that he cooks. So he bites into it and it's good. They ask the daughter to bring something to drink, and she says, "Yeah, bring something clear, because if it's cloudy, then maybe you would be drugged." And we find out that Charles went on a relationship podcast, and they asked about him getting married, and he said he don't know. He think maybe somebody drugged him. And he was looking dead ass serious. And she's like, "Why would he go on and say that?" You guys, I don't know that I believe that somebody could be that rude. I don't know. But she does seem to be starved for love and affection. She really does. Even when they stood up and she's like, "Give me love, give me love." And he's like, "Here we go again with this shit." And she's like, "Dang, grab my booty or something." Like, she's begging for some attention. Or again, maybe this is just their thing that they do, or their thing for the show. I don't know. What y'all think? Oh, wait, before I move on, we have Kelly, and her oldest daughter is gone off to college. So we get a peek at her dorm room, and what the fuck did Kelly do to her room? Like, what is all that shit in that room? It didn't even look good. I'm sorry. She was trying to make it look super girly, and I don't know. It was given like a Victorian type of situation, which I do like that style, but it was just too much. It was overdone. I ain't like it. I ain't like it. All right, next we have Portia meeting up with K. Michelle. And you guys, I'm so proud. These black women are just beautiful. All of them. K. Michelle looks beautiful. Portia, of course, looks beautiful. Angela even looked beautiful. And her daughter. I mean, these black women are bringing it. And I love it. Just not a bad wig, not a bad look. Listen, we're doing. Oh, nope. I take that back. Kelly's daughter. I'm sorry, y'all. That goddamn blonde wig or whatever it is she got going on in that head. But we move. We're not talking about the dog. She was literally on the screen for 2 seconds. So we're gonna move along. But we find out that K Michelle has gotten married. She's married to a dentist. She's, giving a little tear about how terrible Atlanta had been to her. She was abused and she had people dating her ex that was saying she was lying, and she's just trying to prove everybody wrong. So as Portia's telling her everybody that's going to be at this dinner party that she's inviting her to at her house, she says, Drew, Sadora. And Kate, Michelle, tries to act like she doesn't know who that is. And, Portia's like, okay, just be cool. Don't bring the okay out, and then everything will be fine. Um, Portia, we find out that her divorce is finalized. She's very happy. She has the marital home, as we know. She's able to film in the marital home now, so she's having a dinner there. So that's something that's different from last time, which is good because that made for. I mean, I don't know that we really needed her house. I don't know. I mean, that's where the first party is going to be this year, so that's fine. But I know she was saying it was awkward for her to keep trying to film, and she would have to travel real far. So good for her that she doesn't have to do that. All right, next up, we have Kelly stopping by seeing Shamia. Shamia says she is her BFF. Oh, okay, Michelle had called Shamia Portia's BFF to Portia, and Portia said, not so fast. We're not cool like that no more. So, Kelly shows up and they talk about the daughter, and apparently Shamia is making her a basket because she's gone away to school or whatever. Shamia has put all this wine in the basket, a pregnancy test, condoms. I don't know if this is a gag gift or what, but I would have a problem with it. Even though Kelly said Shamia's mom is looking cute. I don't remember how she looked last year, but I don't feel like she was looking like that last year. I felt like she was looking a little bit older, like a mom. She looks like a super young person. So she looked pretty. But yeah, she was asking, has she talked to her? And Kelly's like, yeah, she was over at Morehouse because she goes to Spelman. And I said, well, maybe she do need those condoms. Maybe she do. It's okay. But yeah, you gotta be careful giving people kids gifts like that. But they're BFFs, so they can do it. And Kelly said, wait till your daughter go to college. Just wait. Their relationship is cute. They're both fun girls. They're both loud girls. So I can see it happening. And Shamia says she's been a blessing and she's never letting her go. So there's that. Ooh, y'all. Kelly is real loud. I'm sorry. She is so tiny and loud. But we're talking about the invitation, the invite to Portia's house, and she's like, Shamia is saying, at the reunion, she didn't catch a lot of stuff that was said. So as she watched it, she like texts Portia, like, damn, I can't believe you said this and that. And she was like, I'm gonna mime out what Portia was saying. And she just kept doing like the little trying to punk you, making you flinch type of thing, and putting up the middle finger and making these faces. And when I tell you, I die laughing at the faces. Hilarious. So basically, it was a whole bunch of fuck yous or whatever. And she said that's been it. So Kelly's like, well, if it's a couple's party, does that mean that she has some man coming to Simon's house? And she's just so loud and cracking up and talking about if they do it in the house and everything. And Shamia's like, well, yeah, that's her house now. It's not Simon's house. Not to mention, let's talk about at this time, Simon was like locked up. Wasn't he still locked up, held in custody? Where is this man? I know he had ended up getting back on Instagram, and yeah, I cannot stand Simon. So I was happy for her. Whatever she got, good for her. But yeah, she don't care about bringing nobody else in that house. She don't care. Like, listen, who cares? But I don't know. Would you be able to do it? I mean, the man don't care. He's just gonna go up in there like, listen, I don't care. This your house now. I don't care whose house it was. But would you be able to go into somebody's house that they shared with someone else, and you be the new person in the house or whatever? Even just visiting or spending a night, and it just feels like somebody else's house. But in their defense, they didn't live there that long. Like, it's not like they was there for 20 years together and So who cares? But yeah, so they're going to the party. Should be interesting. All right, so everybody's getting to Portia's party, which is the Mystic something, but she kept calling it Majestical. She didn't even know the name of her own party. But it looked very pretty in there. Portia looks pretty, of course. Cynthia comes. She doesn't have her man, but she has a phone with like some weave or something that looks like locks on it because her man has locks. And we not gonna talk about Cynthia's man and his looks or anything. We just gonna keep it moving. Charles and Angela is there, and Angela is walking up to the door like, damn, Portia don't care that she just got this divorce and she's having a couples party in this man's house and she don't care. I'm sorry it's not his house anymore. But you guys, I wouldn't be comfortable either. So I mean, I understand what everybody's saying. The same thing with what's the girl on Married to Medicine that's in Quad's house? Like, I would never. What's her name? Peaches or whatever the hell her name is that married Dr. G and she's living in Quad's house and you got Quad like, yeah, you got my old stuff. I wish I would. I would never give a bitch. You would never be able to say that to me. Girl, please. But anyway, went on a tangent. But yeah, so um Drew comes in, and Drew, once again, she has her man on the phone, and she's saying how it's 2 years later and she still has this man living in the basement. And I don't know, did her divorce not get finalized yet? Like, I can't remember. I thought it did, but wouldn't that require him moving out? Like, that's some bullshit. But they asked, is she dating? Yes, she is dating the person called Black that they were accusing her of dating last year. She is actually dating him. So Drew been dating for a while. But I mean, they've been separated for a while. So um yeah, but again, he's not there. He's in the phone. She says that they do a lot of stuff with the phone. So Portia's like, listen, nobody got their man here. What's up with that? And yeah, it's true. Okay, Michelle comes and she has her man. We move. All right, so K Michelle and Drew meet. They act like they never met each other before, so I don't know why it seems like they're throwing so much shade. In the confessional, Drew is like, "Yeah, she is a singer. Was a singer, or she is a singer," and I'm just like, I don't get it. I think she did more than Drew. Did she? I don't know. Y'all know K Michelle sing country, and I don't know, but yeah, so they met each other, and Kate tells her that she looks beautiful. And I just don't know. I mean, we see that they're going to end up into it, and we see that they're throwing shade already, but they don't know each other. So I don't know what that's all about. Like, people can't sing. We can't have two singers in the group. But anyway, Portia has her date come in, and you guys, this is bullshit. And this is what I mean by this reality TV stuff. It just irritates my soul because it's just bullshit. And it's like, why are y'all pulling the wool over our eye? Like, do y'all really think we don't know that this is Mike from Ready to Love and he's been on some other stuff too? Apparently, he's a goddamn actor. Why is she having an actor as her boyfriend or as the guy that she's seeing? I mean, is it possible that she really is seeing him? It's possible. I doubt it though, because yeah, I'll wait for that, but I doubt it. And I just think I hate the way they play in our faces, and that's why it's hard to do reality shit because it's bullshit. But we move. All right, so now we have Kelly coming in. They're sitting down. Kelly's coming in with her date, and it's somebody named Trey. He comes in, he speaks to everyone, and K. Michelle says, "Oh, I know him." And she's sitting next to Charles Oakley. To me, that just seems like bad news because Charles is messy, and he's like, "Where you know him from?" And Kelly's like, "Oh, I mean, Kay is like, oh, he's everybody's man." And yeah, in the confessional, Kelly is like, yeah, that's my friend. She's all smiles, she's all giggles. But when they showed him again, I said, oh, what's going on in Atlanta? Y'all got a shortage? Because, Trey. And he gets around? Like, really? He gets women? Oh, okay. And we see Shamia is at the house having shots with the girl named Pinky who does Slutty Vegan or whatever. And this girl is going on and on. She's coming off not likable. She really is. She's coming off, oh my God, I have this, I have that, I'm Essence this, I've done that, I have this. And we all know that as of right now, she is going through bankruptcy because all of her stores, all of her restaurants are closing. So she should have been a little more humble. Like she really is coming in hot and unlikable. But they talk about how they're waiting for Shamia, and it's like, girl, you were almost not invited. You should have been on time. All right, so they're at the table and they're trying to get to know each other. They're talking to Mike and Portia about their relationship in air quotes and what's going on with it. And they were talking about when they met, and she says she met him during the pandemic and nothing happened. They just talked. And everybody's like, well, not everybody. Kelly and Angela, who seems to be so much in her business. The timeline is just not adding up. It's not mathing. Like, is she forgetting that she was married and she met her husband during the pandemic? And then Kelly says, oh, technically she met him before, but we're not going to talk about that. And we know that's because Portia met him when she was in that pool at that girl's house. Portia's foul. She's so fucking foul. But again, it's just kind of none of their business. They just so far in the business, but that's what we do here, so it's fine. And we still see Shamia and them. Shamia has this mohawk that I guess people were talking about. I think it looks fine. It looks fine. Shamia and the lady Pinky and her husband show up, and the lady Pinky seems to be drunk. She's spilling already. She looked like she was about to slip and fall, and her husband is like, yeah, too much Casa Azul or whatever. And yeah, I think she had a lot. She had a lot. And yes, they are very late, and Shamia's husband cannot make it. So yep. So just like I said, putting K Michelle and Charles Oakley together was not a good idea. They over there clowning everybody and dying laughing, and it's actually really cute. She said Charles an asshole, and she was like, and I relate to assholes. So yeah, she's having a good time with him. The girl Pinky and them, they come in. Portia gives Shamia a hug. Shamia is, I guess she doesn't really know how to take it or whatever, so she's talking to Portia, but then Portia's like, you look pretty, and she is kind of looking away, and then she goes to talk to Cynthia. And I don't know, to me, I felt like it was a little rude, but Portia didn't seem to care. Y'all, Portia is killing her confessional looks. I'm sorry. That wet looking hair that she has on, well, the hair's not, but she looks so pretty in that confessional. But yeah, this girl Pinky, apparently her and Kelly has some sort of history where Kelly is like, listen, she's not a girl's girl. We've done some panels. She's not nice. And she left me on red in her goddamn DMs. And, Pinky had on this hat with this stuff over it. And she's like, I don't know if she thought we were coming to bury Simon or what, but like, what she got on? Y'all, okay, Michelle talking about Shamia and her new body and this mohawk, and Pinky coming in, and this lady with this wig, and she's like, this is straight out of Tyler Perry. Like, it's just so much drama. It's straight out of Tyler Perry. Then we have Drew asking Shamia where her husband is, at the table, of course, with everyone listening. And she's just being catty for no reason. I thought they were getting along. I don't know, but she's like, the same place where your man is on the phone, and she's like, oh well, he's traveling, and Shamia's like, my man is too, and so they just kind of do this little back and forth. That's weird, but Drew be trying to get moments, so I would be so glad when I don't need to see Drew, you guys. I'm so sick of Drew. But in reality, I don't need to see none of these motherfuckers. So there's that. Y'all, this shit is running so long, it's driving me crazy. But I am here for Drew doing her interpretation of Shamia apologizing, because her voice did drop. She said, I just want to say that I am sorry to everyone on the Sweet 16. So I guess she was talking about season 16. And she kept, like, I was confused when I first watched it, because I'm like, what'd she do to the Sweet 16 cast? The little girls with the babies. But I guess she's talking about them. But when Drew was in doing it, oh my God, that is freaking hilarious. So we have, and it was also funny when they had a ghost of Simon go past. Portia's trying to act like she never did anything with Mike, and she probably never did because they not together for real. So we believe that. Phaedra says, listen, her vagina is strong and it traps people, so she wanted to write a book. Just dumb shit. And oh, I forgot to mention that Phaedra is there with that tall guy that she was with last season. So they would like for us to believe that they are an actual couple. So I don't care. I'll take it. Whatever. All right, so now we have the men going to their side and the women all sitting there going back and forth about everything that happened on the reunion. And I'm not rehashing that shit. Like, I'm not talking about this and that, but we had Shamia and Drew going at it. Then we had Angela and Phaedra, and K Michelle is like me. She was just like, listen, it's too much. I ain't come here for this shit. So she got up and walked away. And I'm like, I'll be glad when this is over, y'all. Whew, all right, so we finally end with Portia saying she got some stuff to say to Kelly because Kelly was trying to be messy and get Portia and Shamia to talk and just more of the same. Mike stands up and gives a little speech about how he appreciates them coming out to Portia's house. And now I was laughing at them in the confessional, like as if he just paid the mortgage. They say that ain't even his house. So yeah, that was it. Pretty much it. Next week, more of the same. There'll be more arguing, so stay tuned. We're here for that. Portia will be introducing somebody else. I think the girl that she's with now, and Phaedra is continuing to talk about Portia and her vagina. So, if you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. We would love to have you be part of the Beautiful People family. Like the video, you guys. It does wonders for the analytics, the algorithms, all that stuff or whatever. And I will see you guys in the next video. Smooches.